City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and Bred 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the Reimagined leather black cement 4s, or Bred 4s as a lot of people like to call them. Scheduled to release Saturday, February 17th. So as usual, we're going to take a close teacher look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so y'all can see they look on feet. I also have the most recent retro of the Suede pair, so I'm gonna go over all the differences between these two. After that, I'm gonna share my opinion on these, and I'm gonna talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. Nice, lightly tumbled leather on these. It's very smooth, good quality. And here are the laces, the tongue. If you haven't heard or noticed already, these have the same build and shape that the SB Jordan 4s have, and they're going to continue to put that shape and build on all Jordan 4 releases going forward. If you watched my Military 4s review, you heard me talk about that then and how Nike exposed themselves by doing that, but I'll re-explain that later in this video. They also come with the black plastic Nike air hang tag. If you recall, the 2019 pair has that orange one. So those have the orange and these have the black. And the leather on these is very consistent throughout the shoe. You know we don't get that on every release, so I just want to stress to you that these are not one of those that have the inconsistent leather. It's really nice in one place, wrinkly in another place. As you can see on these, it's just nice all around. And it feels amazing. I don't want to gas it too much, but wait till I get these and feel that leather. Got the Nike Air on the back. Leather or not, this Nike Air back tab still brings that nostalgia. And although these are built like the SB Jordan 4s, the back tabs are not like the SB Jordan 4s. If you recall, those had like a real rubbery back tab, and when you flick it, it really it was really rubber. These are not like that. If you look at them next to the 2019, but I'll try to do it at the same time, like the back tabs are literally the same. Gray interior and red insoles with a black Nike Air logo. Really just like the inside of the 2019 pair. But as you can see, the 2019 pair is a lot more spacious. Part of that is because I haven't worn these yet or unlaced them. These have been unlaced. I've worn plenty of times. So for that reason, this would just be a little bit more open. But there's a lot more cushion on the interior for these. The back side of the tongue is just like it is on these, even though the tongues are shaped differently. The only difference besides the added insulation is the placement of the size tag. It's not really important, but for those of you who care, the size tag on the 2019 pairs deep down inside there, and then on these, it's just right over here on the side. And here's the outsole, which doesn't differ at all from the way it is on the Suede pairs. We'll look at them next to each other in a second. So yeah, exactly the same. This pair is just worn, and that's why the bottom's a little dirty, so it looks a little brown or off-white, but it's the same. The box on these is pretty much an inverted version of the box the 2019 release came in. Notice the lid has the cement gray with the splatter just like the bottom of this box does. And then you see the bottom of the box is solid black, just like the lid of this box. They even got like the Jumpman with the flight logo on it, just like it is on here. Here on the inside, they got white paper with the gray splatter on it. And the extra layer of white, nothing else in here. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 4 Retro, black, fire red, and cement gray. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. I know, let's say they look on feet.
Same day I might just switch up the fit. Put a pair on more hype than the #1 pick. I still do the kick flipping like a skater and shit. Ain't got no kids, but on Father's Day she give me a gift.
That's my daddy.
She fucking with a bag flipper. Get into it way quicker than your last nigga. Get into it fast. Really in a different class, nigga. I came dolo, but I end up going back with her. I just wanna stack paper, get it fast with you. I keep it coming like I can't manage to last with you.
So just to recap on the differences between these and the most recent Suede retro from 2019. Obviously the main and most obvious difference is these being leather instead of suede. Next is the overall shape and cut. The shape is just different. You can see how it's like cut higher, like in this part right here, than these are. You can see how low this is cut right here. And then over here, there's a lot more space. The inside on these is a lot more snug. Like I was saying before, you can tell just by looking. The tongue on these is a lot thicker. The midsole on these is a little bit softer. Still pretty hard paws, but it is a little more squishier than these are. And there seems to be a better paint job, like here on the midsole on the new leather pair. Just looks neater than all these like brush strokes that they have over here. These come with the black Nike Air hang tag instead of the orange. And the inverted box. Okay, hear me out. This was, how do I say it? Like, this was not necessary. Like, I know it's actually been 5 years since these came out, but that's still really not that long. I know that's not an uncommon time frame for a Jordan of retro because it's happened plenty of times before with numerous pairs. Shit, even these themselves re-released in a 4-year span in 2008 and then in 2012. But still, there's just so many other Jordans that are much more due for a retro. Like, a lot of people's 2019 pair is still clean. And I know it's not the same exact shoe, so some people may not look at it that way because of that, but I just feel like they could have waited a couple more years to do this. Now, me personally, I'm so attached and used to the suede version of them, it's kind of hard for me to fuck with these, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, these are crazy. You know, I've always liked this colorway to begin with. I didn't like the idea of them making these leather because the OG sneakerhead in me didn't want them to fuck up an OG colorway, but the quality of leather they put on them really did it because it looks and feels phenomenal. The shape and stuff looks nice on them. These are fire. Now, which one do I like better? Definitely the suede. These are growing on me day by day, but I may actually pass on keeping them just because I have these. You know, like I just said, these are tough, but I just feel like if I were to keep these, every time that I would think about wearing them, I'd probably end up wearing these instead. Only time would be maybe if like it's raining. And actually, that's not a bad idea because these are a tough rainy day shoe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not wearing these in the rain, but these could get worn in the rain. This leather's so nice that I don't even want to do that to them. You know what I mean? But yeah, if I were to keep these, that's a thought. But like, another thing about how I got 2 pairs of regular leather Bred ones, and the patent leather Bred ones and the satin Bred ones were both no-brainers for me. And I still found time to wear both of those, so maybe that's not really true. I guess I could just keep them. You know, I don't have to wear them, and if I decide later that I really don't want them, then I could just sell them then. I don't know, but we'll see. Now, the leather pit is a lot more comfortable than these. I still like these better appearance-wise, but I don't know about y'all. Everybody's foot is different, so you may not get the same experience as I do. But I know if I wear these for a whole day, towards the end of the day, there's a good chance that the side of my pinky toe is going to hurt a little bit. I guess, like, depending on how much walking I do. These are a more snug, comfortable fit overall around the ankles and stuff, and also don't hurt the pinky toe as much if you wear them for a longer duration of time, because they have that SB4's build. And that's great for the sake of the appearance and the feel of the shoe, but Nike and Jordan definitely expose themselves by doing this. If you watch my review on these military 4s, you already heard me talk about this, but last year, Nike and Jordan made their first SB Jordan 4 and allegedly re-engineered the tooling of the shoe, you know, the Jordan 4, which is a basketball shoe, and improved its fit for skateboarders to be able to skate in. So they really made it sound like they did a whole lot to turn a basketball shoe into a skate shoe. Now they're telling us that they're going to use the same build that they use on the SB Jordan 4s, that same build that they, you know, changed so much from the basketball shoe to get. They're going to use that same build on all the basketball Jordan 4s going forward, which just proves that they never really changed that much to begin with, because how can you tell me that you did all this retooling and all this stuff to make the shoe like a skate shoe instead of a basketball shoe, and then turn around a few months down the line and be like, oh yeah, we're going to use that same build for all the basketball shoes going forward. But yeah, anyway, leave a comment and let me know which one you prefer, the suede black cement 4s or the leather pair. Now, you may be wondering why I always call these the black cement 4s instead of Bred 4s like everybody else does. If you've been watching me, you heard me elaborate on this in other videos before, but for those of you who haven't, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet here. The term Bred, like when we use it for sneakers, stands for black and red. And if you think about all other Bred colorways, the 1s, 11s, 12s, 13s, 16s, they're all black base shoes with red as the secondary color on them. Most of them have a little bit of white in them, but definitely more red than white or any other color besides black. And these have way more gray on them than they do red. And with the gray being so dominant on these, when you look at them with the other Jordan Bred colorways, you notice that they kind of don't really fit in. Now, you may be thinking, well, they're still black and red in the shoe, so I'm gonna still call them Breds, or it says black and fire red on the box, so that's why, fine. But then,
What about these? These 3s are the same exact colorway as these 4s.
Look at the box labels on these. It's the same exact color description and everything. Look, black, fire red, cement gray. Black, fire red, cement gray.
But I don't hear anybody calling these Bred 3s. I've never heard that in my life. So then how are these Bred 4s? If these are Bred 4s, then these gotta be Bred 3s. But like I just said, nobody calls these that. And if you ever ask somebody why, they'd probably say because there's too much gray in these to be Breds, as there is these. Like, how do we have white cement 3s, white cement 4s, and then black cement 3s, and Bred 4s? That doesn't make any sense. So that's why I call these the black cement 4s. Hearing people calling them Breds is definitely one of my sneakerhead pet peeves. But if that's what you want to call them, that's on you. I don't really care. While we're on the topic of nicknames and stuff, if you watch my Suede Royal Ones review, I talked about how confusing Jordan Brand has been with the term reimagined. They use it for the Lost and Found Chicago 1s and the last White Cement 3s retro. 2 OG colorway retros that had the added pre-age look to them. So that had me thinking that's what the term reimagined meant for Jordan retros. Until they used the same term for the Suede Royal 1s, which didn't fall into that category. Now, these are reimagined as well, and I'm not any less confused than I was before. So, a whole lot of sense is not being made. There was a lot of back and forth about whether these were going to shock drop or not. At first, people were saying they were, and then all of a sudden, there was a rumor going around that there wasn't going to be a shock drop. But then they did end up shock dropping this Tuesday, February 6th. Their regular release is going to be Saturday, February 17th, which is during NBA All-Star Weekend, and that's to signify the 35th anniversary of Jordan wearing them in the '89 All-Star Game. I think these are going to be hard to get when they come out. They're 4s, and despite what anybody has to say about the material change, I think enough people like these for these to have some demand. Come release date, I feel like the market's going to be around like $280 for men's sizes. I can see them maybe getting as high as like $300. Retail's going to be $215, so resellers will definitely be able to eat off of them. You know, sneaker releases haven't been as profitable as they used to be, and if I'm not mistaken, it's been a little while since there's been a release that's had that type of profit margin, so expect a lot of them to be on these. If you plan on copping a pair of these, I'm wishing you the best of luck and get them in your size for retail. If this video is helpful and informative in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed to my channel, make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified, you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.